adventure in Finland on W4CY Radio.
This is the Pipe Man here on the Adventures Pipe Man W4CY Radio, and I'm here with
Atarka.
Nice, here at Bloodstock.
Hell yeah.
First of all, I want to talk about merch for a second, because I love that right there.
Oh.
It's like kind of like a dog tag necklace,
Yeah.
and it's cool.
Yeah. We're just kind of experimenting with some ideas at the moment. Like, these aren't for sale, but we just got some kind of prototypes made just to see how they turn out, and they've turned out really well. So
I think they're cool. They definitely should go into your merch store for sure.
Yeah, that's the plan, I think. Yeah.
And they can't listen to my show unless they buy your merch. So, have you played Bloodstock before?
No, Adam has been to Bloodstock many times, but this is my very, very first time here in general.
So you've been here many times. How does it feel to be an artist now?
I mean, it's crazy. I first came here in 2010, and just to look at the stages and just to think that now I'm going to be playing on one of them, it's just like, I don't know, 2010 me would not believe that this is happening right now, so it's really cool.
Right? And how about you? Your first experience, like, we're a big family here. This is like no other festival, in my opinion. How are you feeling your first experience and you're playing it?
It's amazing, honestly. To be honest, I feel like I should have gone to Bloodstock years ago. I just never really had the finances or the opportunity to, but now is the perfect time. I mean, we won Metal to the Masses in Birmingham. That's how we're here.
How can I understand you then?
To be fair, where we're from, I don't feel like I have the accent, but you know, but it feels like the right time. You know, 25th anniversary. It's very sentimental, and I've really enjoyed it. Adam's always said to me, you know, we need to go to Bloodstock one of the days. I'll take you there. I'll show you everything. But the fact that we're playing here, it's just a lot more wholesome. It feels like the community's taken us in with open arms. It's been really welcoming. And honestly, I just can't wait to get on stage, the five of us, and just show what we've got to offer.
And you'll be amazed at how many fucking people will be out there for you.
Well, we've already... I got up early while these guys were resting. They were on the pop. But I was walking around early, and I'm seeing people wearing our merch who I don't personally know. And I'm not used to that. I'm going over and asking them, I say, where did you see us? And they're telling us what gigs and whatnot. I'm not used to that at all. Usually when I've played places like the festivals or big gigs, you usually expect family members, friends, random people, though. That's an accomplishment in my opinion.
And even from, like, last year, they had a whole dedication wall that people were signing for Ozzy.
Yeah.
Like, it's just such a community atmosphere here.
It is.
And so, now how you top this? What are you doing for the rest of the year?
Well, our drummer is expecting a child at the end of the year.
Oh, congrats to him.
Yeah, we're going to do a bit of behind the scenes stuff, go back to the songwriting, really like get some new tracks ready for the studio, probably next year. We've just released a new single called Human Again, and we have another one ready to go. We just need to finalise when it'll be released.
I'm waiting for all the people in the world, especially in my country, to become human again.
That's what the song's all about.
Right? I figured that, because it's like fucking crazy out there. Like, it's fucking mental.
Well, I originally wrote the song because I had a very important person in my life pass away under mysterious circumstances.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay, but like, we'd not spoken in years. I went to check up on how she was doing. All of a sudden, no, she's passed away, and nobody told me, and there was nothing about it online. I had to deep dive to people who knew her and say, like, what's happened? And then when I found out, it just annoyed me a little bit. It was like, why doesn't anybody care that this person's passed on? When are we going to start acting human again? And that's what it was originally about. And
amazing.
Our vocalist Jay took the concept and kind of Atarkified it, so to speak. And
I like that term there.
Atarkified, yeah. That's how we write. That's how we usually write. If I come up with a concept or Ad comes up with a concept, we'll hand it over to our vocalist and he'll kind of, again, Atarkify it.
So, now that you brought that up, define Atarkify.
Atarkify. So sometimes we'll have riffs and we'll think that doesn't sound quite Atarka. It might sound a bit too thrash. It might sound a bit too metalcore. So Atarkifying is just kind of like putting our fingerprint on it to kind of make it sound like it is an Atarka song and something that we can all enjoy playing.
And so how would you, not using a genre, because I hate when artists are boxing in genre, how would you describe the Atarka sound?
Fast, heavy, melodic, catchy, meaningful.
Nice.
With a touch of mythology here and there.
And that makes it fun too, right?
Absolutely.
So who would be what is your favorite story or favorite character in mythology, both of you?
I'm a huge Resident Evil fan.
Nice.
Nemesis still scares the hell out of me from Resident Evil 3, and when I found out it was the goddess of vengeance, I feel like that's always been my personal favourite. I also love Egyptian mythology, getting into stuff like Tomb Raider when I was a kid, The Mummy, I used to love that film. And Greek mythology, if I had to pick one though, if somebody said, right, name one person, I'd have to say Nemesis.
How about you?
I mean, can I use somebody that is technically an old school guy, but he was kind of...
You can use whatever the fuck you want.
There's a guy, Uhtred of Bebbanburg, who was like the main character in that show, The Last Kingdom, and I looked into like his past, and he's like totally different from the actual story, but I think the story makes a good job of making him a cool hero, but it's just interesting to see his life was actually quite normal in comparison. So I don't know, I like history. Even the most boring of things can be really interesting.
Well, it's kind of like my radio personality is patterned after Dark Knight, you know, and one of the things I think about Batman Dark Knight that is super cool, because I like all superheroes, not an alien, no superpowers, no metahuman powers, no multi-universe powers, just some dude that went through some bad shit, and it turned him into this superhero.
Yeah. I think a lot of people can relate to that, to be fair.
Exactly, because there's a lot of us out there, but that is the case, for sure. What else do you want the listeners to know about you guys? And tell them how they can reach out to you on socials, buy your merch, all that good stuff.
So we have got... All of our socials are Atarka Official, at Atarka Official. We're on Spotify, we're on Apple Music, all the good places you can get music. Check out our discography, because I think people are quite... I wouldn't say shocked, surprised. They're surprised to see how our sound has evolved into what it is today. I think there's a big jump, and I think it's interesting to do that with bands anyway.
I think it's important.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. I would say just go back, listen to our discography, and if you like it, give us a follow. And if you see us doing any gigs around the UK, because we're always around the UK doing gigs, come to a show, come say hi, we won't bite.
I think they should come and get Atarkified.
Yeah, come get Atarkified.
Come get Atarkified, it is the only way.
Yeah.
Right? And you know, it's true what you said. I think all musicians should evolve.
Yeah.
Like, I think fans sometimes, especially the original fans, they don't get it. Like, you don't want to stay where you were in the beginning, where you didn't even really know what you were doing or know what you wanted to be.
Yeah.
You know? You get that from doing it and evolving, and I think that's the only way you really have the longevity, because if you just stay what you were in the beginning, there's nowhere to go.
100%. Like, I joined the band 3 years ago, and I didn't mean for this to happen, but I feel like naturally the sound changed with some new blood being injected into the band, and I feel like natural evolution is also the way forward for a band to progress. Like, I'm a huge Rush fan, my dad's a huge Rush fan, and every single album is just different, and it works.
I was just talking about Rush in another interview, because it's like, if you take the original album, 2112, Moving Pictures, Signals, you could go on and on. They could all be considered basically different genres.
Yes, that's what was so great about them. They always knew what they were doing from the get-go, whether it was blues / heavy metal or synth-orientated music.
Take all the greatest bands, Zeppelin, the Beatles, all those bands, they didn't just do one thing. They experimented. To me, that's what being a musician is, experimenting. and finding, things you want to do and not being bored because you're doing the same shit all the time.
I think it's much like life. Do you know what I mean? You experiment with things in life, whether it's just like your daily routine or something, and you grow as a person. We grow as musicians. We grow as a band.
Yeah.
And with that, the sound evolves with us. And I think it's natural. And I feel like that's the only way that you can learn. Everything's a learning curve as you're doing it. So.
Absolutely, 1,000,000%. Well, I'm so glad you guys are here at Bloodstock. You fucking rock. And thanks for being on the Adventures of Pipe Man.
No problem. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipe Man on W4CY Radio.